you know.
Your interview stands out because you are one of the few who we've heard who defended him so vocally, adamantly.
This is all lies for money.
Clary and another woman, Joycelyn Savage, told us then that they were in a relationship with R&B singer. Clary left the apartment she shared with Kelly in Chicago 7 months after our interview.
Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to Since Day One. Before we get into this video today about Gayle King, as well as R. Kelly's ex-girlfriend, Azriel Clary, and also today we have in attendance R. Kelly's current alleged girlfriend, Joycelyn Savage, and last but not least, we have R. Kelly. And before we get into this video today, you guys, go ahead and like the video, comment down below, and if you are new, smash that subscribe button to take flight with us.
Fake love, I don't need it, you can keep it as a fact. I had to make up my mind. I took that weight on my shoulder. I done been down for
So as the world may already know, R. Kelly, known as Robert Sylvester Kelly, had to appear in the New York, United States courthouse, you guys, to face his charges and allegations that have stemmed from the Surviving R. Kelly documentary that came out in 2019. And because of Surviving R. Kelly, many people from R. Kelly's past were able to get justice from New York, United States courthouse when R. Kelly was found guilty this past Monday.
A jury convicted Kelly this week of 9 charges. Now 5 of those related to crimes committed against Kelly survivor Azriel Clary, one of his fiercest supporters.
Major news outlets are reporting that R. Kelly is going to get sentenced for his New York trial in May of 2022 as his other criminal charges move forward. If you guys don't already know, Gayle King was able to snag another exclusive from R. Kelly's ex-girlfriend, Azriel Clary. And if you guys remember, back in March of 2019, Gayle King was also the one who snagged the first interview with Azriel Clary and Joycelyn Savage before R. Kelly turned himself in July of 2019. When the world was introduced to Azriel Clary and Joycelyn Savage, it was through Surviving R. Kelly Part 1, you guys. And we basically met Azriel Clary's parents as well as Joycelyn Savage's parents, who were advocating for their daughter's freedom from R. Kelly so that they would be able to come back home and be with them once again.
The first time we met her, she was 21 years old and she was still living with R. Kelly. When we first met Azriel Clary in March of 2019, she had been living with R. Kelly for almost 5 years.
Because you guys don't know the truth. You guys are believing some facade that our parents are saying.
Now that it has been about 2 years, you guys, and Azriel Clary clearly has been in some therapy, getting her life together and figuring out what she wants. She wanted to come back to Gayle King to do yet another interview so that she could prove to the world that the person that we seen in 2019 was not her, and that basically R. Kelly was making her say and do those things that she said and did to Gayle King in 2019. It seems to me like Azriel wants to be an entrepreneur and a social media influencer as well as a business owner, and she also has her own line of skincare which she promotes on her Instagram page. Azriel Clary, one of the R. Kelly survivors who testified against him in court, is opening up about a 2019 interview with CBS News in which she defended the disgraced R&B singer. Azriel Clary said that R. Kelly had told her to quote-unquote be angry and coached her on what to say. But now, just 2 years later and 4 days after R. Kelly's verdict, Azriel Clary tells co-host Gayle King that the interview in 2019 was a quote-unquote blessing. Azriel Clary had told Gayle King, for 5 years since I was 17, I didn't have any relationships with any other women except for the women that he had been intimate with. And so when I did that interview with you, I instantly regretted immediately how I reacted, Azriel Clary said. I don't know, something about just watching you be very casual and calm and collected, she said to Gayle King, and it just reminded me of me. I was like, wait a minute, I used to be that poised. I used to be that calm, you know? What happened to that girl? Where did she go? Azriel Clary continued to tell Gayle King before that interview in 2019, you know, R. Kelly had us practicing every single day, she said, answering questions, and if he didn't like our answers, he would tell us exactly what to say and how to say it. Azriel Clary told Gayle King that R. Kelly basically trained them on what to say when people asked them about their preferences. R. Kelly trained Azriel Clary and Joycelyn Savage to say, I'm not here to should talk about that, because that's what he told us to say every single time. Azriel Clary told Gayle King that there was quote unquote nothing anyone could have said or done to help her leave the situation, she said. I feel like that is something that I would have had to have woken up for myself, something I would have had to realize on myself. And you know, a lot of people don't realize with victims, the more you try to help them, the more it upsets them sometimes. What kind of bothered me about this second interview that Azriel Clary did with Gayle King, you guys, was that Gayle King nor Azriel Clary ever addressed anything that happened on social media after surviving R. Kelly. They didn't address the fight that Joycelyn and Azriel had. They didn't address the Snapchat and the Instagram videos that Azriel had released. Although the Surviving R. Kelly documentary was nothing about Azriel Clary, it was really more or less focused on the women in the 90s. It's just when the world found out that Azriel Clary and Joycelyn Savage were still living with R. Kelly is when the spotlight was shone on them. And the narrative kind of switched around to Azriel Clary and Joycelyn Savage instead of being on Rashona, Landfair, Aaliyah, and many of others that were hurt and harmed by R. Kelly back in the 90s. Azriel Clary had told Gayle King that it was important to sit down for another interview. Even I have to take accountability for my actions, she said. It's okay to reevaluate your life. It is okay to change your mind, you know. You are never too old to wake up and say, hey, I thought this was good for me, but it's actually not. Azriel Clary goes on to say, and so I feel like that's why it is important for me to come back here and see you again, because it is okay to change your mind. It is okay to apologize and forgive yourself. More importantly, and that's really what I had to do.
Clary, who is now 23 years old, says Kelly used her verbally and physically for years. We spoke with her again yesterday. It's her first interview since the trial. Come on in, Azriel. I'll just start with this. I wasn't sure I'd ever get to talk to you again. It feels like a full circle moment to me.
I was lost, and I felt invisible, and you know, I gave someone that control over me. You know, before that interview, you know, he had us practicing every single day, answering questions. And if he didn't like our answer, he would tell us exactly what to say and how to say it.
I'm stunned by this.
Yeah. Anytime you mention anything about preference, we already know to say, I'm not here to talk about that.
That's exactly what you said.
First of all, I'm not here to talk about my personal life, and I would never share with no one what I do in or outside of the bid room.
So when the interview was over, what is the conversation?
He was so happy, so happy. He was like, you guys did amazing.
What did he think about how he came across in the interview?
Truthfully, I think he believed that he had done well. He felt like he made a great reflection of himself and where he was in life, and how all these women were relying on him, and how all these people were just, you know, out to get him, and you know, that sympathy card that he just loved so much.
Did you ever have conversations when he wasn't around?
We got to get the hell out of here. Did you ever have any conversations like that?
I feel like a lot of people tried, but everyone always got beat over it because he was very good at manipulating a situation. Even if he knew or not, he could come in this room right now and say, you know, I've already spoken to Joy, already told me exactly what you guys have been talking about. You have 5 minutes to be honest, or you're going to be thrown around this entire room.
What do you think anybody could have said or done to help you leave the situation sooner?
Nothing.
A lot of people don't realize with victims, the more you try to help them, the more it upsets them sometimes.
Very brave and very courageous that you would come back and sit down and want people to see who you really are.
It is okay to change your mind. You know, you are never too old to wake up and say, hey, I thought this was good for me, but it's actually not.
It is okay to change your mind. It is okay to apologize and forgive yourself, more importantly.
I didn't do this stuff. This is not me. I'm fighting for my life. Y'all killing me with this.
He told us to be angry and be upset, and she's gonna try to do this. He came in angry. I was scared because I don't want the world to see me this way.
Let it be known that I am definitely in love with Robert Kelly, R. Kelly. Yes, that is mine, okay? And I could give about what anybody say. Like, I am so heated right now, like, for my parents saying, oh my God, I want you to be happy. I want my child to be happy. I'm happy with R. Kelly, so let me live my life. Like, let me live my life.
So for people saying, oh, she's held hostage, she can't do this, she can't do that. No, yes, I can. I move at my own pace, though. And if I don't choose to see you, maybe there's a reason I don't see you.
Did you ever think of that? At the end of the day, I'm happy with Robert. He's the love of my life, and I'm always going to support him and be by his side. I don't need no money. I don't need my parents to buy me no apartment because I got my own. Okay, I'm eating good. I'm not missing no meals. Don't worry about me. Keep my name out your mouth if it's not nothing good to say. Like, I'm so fucking done. The reason why I'm not even on social media is because people always praise everything that I say and I post. So why would I be on social media? I literally just posted literally one day and it's gotten all over the shade room. Like, are you serious? That's mind-blowing. And then people wonder why I'm not on social media. People wonder why Joycelyn's not on social media. We have the right. If we don't want to be on social media, we don't have to. Look at how everybody twists our shit. And his lawyers are going to prove that he's innocent. I mean, FBI came with the same charges. Homeland Security came with the same racketeering. I thought y'all was the smart ones, but y'all still doing the same 2008 trial that he was acquitted on. But okay, you're the smart ones. Okay, great. Just keep doing your job. But Robert, that's my baby. And I'm always be by his side because I love him. And you find somebody that you love, you're gonna love them unconditionally and that you're gonna be loyal to them. And that's not called being brainwashed, baby. That's loyalty. Okay, maybe you need to learn what loyalty is. So I'm gonna be in New York. I'm gonna be at court. And look, I'm gonna be staring at the back of his head so hard because I'm gonna be like, oh boy, I can't wait for you to get home. I can't wait for you to get home. Because at the end of the day, I love him. That's who I love. So I'm 21, about to be 22, like I said. If I fall in love with somebody, I fall in love with somebody. All of this was for the cause. It's her birthday. Happy birthday, Joycelyn. I love you so much.
Of course, I'm devastated that he's not here, but like I said, my man's is gonna get out. What? I know he's coming home. That's for a fact. If you're gonna hate on me for being with R. Kelly, then hate on me. Be a hater. I'm cool with that. You know how many haters I got? Does it look like it's really phasing me? But I just gotta get this clear. I'm definitely not happy that he's not here. I'm devastated, but I just got a call from him yesterday, so a girl is happy. A girl got a smile on her face. A girl can go out because she know her man's finna come home.
1 hour later.
You know, I'm loving, I'm caring, I'm compassionate. And no one got to see that side of me.
Yeah, you know, it's interesting because your dad called me after and said, that is not my daughter.
That is not who she is. That is not how she speaks. That is not what she believes.
And to be honest, you guys, the reason why I really didn't follow R. Kelly's New York trial is because I'm really not familiar with anything that New York was trying to bring against him, you guys. I mean, some of it stemmed from things that happened in the 90s, but majority of it was circled around Azriel Clary. I'm really interested in the Chicago trial, and whenever that starts, I will be more than happy to update you guys every day on that part of things. However, I'm really I want to get off Azriel Clary and Joycelyn Savage because, I mean, mission accomplished. R. Kelly's where he belongs. Azriel Clary is home with her parents. I don't know where Joycelyn Savage is. However, speaking of Joycelyn Savage, you guys, there was an Instagram that was created under the alias of Joycelyn Savage sometime in 2019. This is also around the same time that Azriel Clary and Joycelyn Savage had gotten into that altercation online, you guys, and it was streamed over Instagram Live, which was in turn plastered all over the internet. Well, there was never really any official confirmation that this was indeed Joycelyn Savage, and everybody just kind of wrote it off as a spam account. And the last official post that was created on this Instagram, you guys, was from November 26th of 2019. Ever since Azriel Clary had came out and did her second exclusive interview with Gayle King, you guys, there has since been a new Instagram page that was created under the guise of Joycelyn Savage. And the page even created a post, you guys, towards Azriel Clary. The alleged Joycelyn starts off saying, now you want to change your story. You've been lying the whole time. Now you want to come on TV and say he made you say that stuff. It's the constant change of stories for me. There's no back on our black men. Women can easily lie and it be okay and be praised about it. Like, how can you get on TV and keep lying on this man? Enough is enough. Hashtag R. Kelly. Hashtag free R. Kelly. Hashtag I don't support that stuff. Hashtag keep R. Kelly where he at. In the comments of Joycelyn's Instagram post about Azriel Clary, you guys, there were mostly only members of R. Kelly's P-Hive that were commenting things like free R. Kelly. Some comments read things like she ain't getting no more money, so now she getting a bag off this interview. Another comment read, nobody believes her at this point. Fred12881 commented, honestly, tell your truth because everybody knows she is lying. She just want that check. This is when the page posted that this is my only page. There's no other current post other than that one, you guys. And when I had got to Joycelyn Savage's alleged Instagram, I went to her story and seen that she said that she would be going live that night. And then she let everyone know that she would answer a few of these these if they left some questions. Some people asked Joycelyn, is this really you, sis? And if it is, are you okay? We have not given up on Kels and we are fighting for him. Too bad, because he's guilty. So she responds, yes, it's me. My other page was hacked and I'm unable to get into it. That's why I'm using this page. They disabled my other page to keep me from talking. Thank you for not giving up. This is a fight we will win. There's so much misconception going on, so many lies being put out, but in due time, everyone will see the truth. Y'all, I don't even know if this Instagram page is real. This just goes along with the tea. Other questions read things like, why Azriel lying now? The alleged Joycelyn responds, she's looking for clout, a moment to boost her career, but the tea is that music she making won't see the light of day because you shaming someone who taught you all that you know about this music. She won't go far chasing the clout. Other questions were asked, and someone said, are you still with Robert? The alleged Joycelyn responded and said, yes, and I love him, and I'm sticking beside him to the end. Another question asked Joycelyn if she was still able to email R. Kelly. So she responded and said, I've spoken to him on the phone. He's holding up, and he wanted me to tell all his fans, thank you for supporting him through all of this, and we will win this fight. Well, clearly they didn't win. And allegedly, you guys, there's also been rumors going around that Joycelyn and R. Kelly are now engaged since Joycelyn was the only one left holding him down in the end. The Joycelyn Savage page then posted in their Instagram story that they will be going live at 9 p.m. Then they posted having technical difficulties with the live. Hold on, guys, we're trying to get the visual right. And then the alleged Joycelyn came back and said, my live has been disabled, SMH. They don't want me to talk. They are trying to silence me. Then she said, I feel so defeated. I'm over this ish. As far as that Gayle King interview, you guys, I really don't even know what to say about that. I am so over the Azriel Clary and Joycelyn Savage saga. Like, I'm so ready for the Chicago trial to start so we can figure out what really happened to Rashona Landfair and R. Kelly's backup dancers, as well as Aaliyah. I'm ready to see what Sparkle has to say if she has not already testified in the New York trial. I'm ready to see what the rest of the cast members of Surviving R. Kelly endured. And you know, we're only going to find out that stuff during the Chicago trial. Azriel Clary seems to be doing fine. I went on her Instagram. These are some of her pictures. It seems like I said earlier, she wants to be a social media influencer and a business owner and entrepreneur. I really ain't trying to throw no hate and no shade when I say I feel like that second interview was scripted and that Azriel Clary really trained for it, just like she did for so many other things in the past. And I really just feel like that she really regretted how she came out on Snapchat being disrespectful to the main people who supported her for the last few years that she was with R. Kelly, just hoping that she would come home. And I really feel like that she knows now that she messed up, because there's no way that you can have a business or be an entrepreneur or a social media influencer if you've already came out in the past and basically gave the middle finger to everybody who supported you and wanted to see you doing well moving forward. A lot of people are convinced that Azriel Clary gave that exclusive to Gayle King to have that second interview for the money, you guys, for the check that she was going to receive, for this being her first exclusive interview since testifying on the stand against R. Kelly, and basically being the #1 key witness in the New York trial, where R. Kelly could possibly be facing up to 20 years to life. But yeah, y'all, they were convinced that Azriel Clary did the interview for a check, because just not soon after, not even 24 hours after, Azriel Clary was posting this on her Instagram story. Like, y'all, when I seen this, the first thing I asked myself is why she couldn't come on Gayle King looking like this? Why she had to go on Gayle King looking like that? Y'all, I ain't trying to victim shame or nothing, but I just feel like that she plotted it all out. I just feel like she already knew what she was going to do. I don't know, you guys. Leave your thoughts and opinions down below and let me know what you guys think about this entire situation, because, I mean, overall, I'm just happy that R. Kelly is that he is not getting out and that we accomplished the mission. And Azriel Clary needs to thank CBS Morning News and Gayle King for this hairstyle, because they paid for it. Joycelyn Savage's alleged Instagram had posted one more thing as I was finishing this video. She says, at the end of the day, I don't owe none of y'all no explanation, and when the time is right, I will respond, whether it be on YouTube or on someone else's page. None of y'all knows what goes on behind the scenes. So all y'all thinking y'all opinions matter, I'm gonna say this, and I'm not gonna speak on it wait until the timing is right. Y'all are gonna feel real stupid and very foolish when this appeal happens and the real evidence is brought in to clear his name. Y'all think y'all know everything, but just wait, and please keep the same energy when his name is cleared. Well, seems like a cat fight to me, y'all.
Sleeping from sofa to sofa. Now I'ma step on these little bitty bitches. Here's some brand new Gucci low, some Gucci walking. I got tired of eating Big Mama's chicken. Now it's business when I walk.